I remember back then as a school teacher, I was mobilized to teach in a particular school, and it was a very demonized area. And just like every other normal day, I just did my prayer, spent some time with the Lord, and I went to school. I'd already been teaching and preaching, and I was getting some spiritual feedbacks and all that, but I just kept on doing what God told me to do. And there was a time I stepped into the classroom, and the moment I stepped into the classroom, one of the students just said, Auntie, I can't stay, I need to leave. Why are you leaving? Nothing, I can't stay. Immediately she stepped out. Somebody inside the class shouted and manifested. Demon started. I had not even started talking. I just walked into the class and demon started manifesting in my class, and it spilled over to the other class. It spilled over to the other class. In fact, the entire school closed down. No other teacher could teach that day. The presence of even myself, I did not even know what was happening, because at that time I was not trained to cast out devils and all that. I was just a believer who was wrapped and soaked in the presence and the glory of God. And I came to school as a teacher. I was not even teaching CRS that day. I just stepped into my classroom and boom, the whole school exploded with the power of God. Nobody could teach again. Funny, something happened, because prior to that time, I think the principal was upset that I was teaching my children about Jesus. So he paid every other teacher their salary, and he didn't give me my salary. So he thought that I did that on purpose. He thought I shut down, school activities by spirituals on purpose. As it were, there was no class that did not have a demonized child. So the demons were crying out, children were manifesting as snakes, as different things. I was as shocked and surprised as everybody, because I didn't even know what was happening. So immediately that happened, teachers came out, what's going on? They say, it's Auntie Rachel. The moment she stepped into the class, this happened and that happened. And the principal just called me into his office quickly, counted my salary and gave me, and said, please, I beg you, don't ever preach again. Don't preach. If you want to preach, make it after school hours and stuff like that. And I just smiled. I was like, this man think I did this, on purpose. And guess what? That day after school, I just made an announcement. I said, I want to see all of you after school. School was already over anyway. So some minutes later, I gathered all the children in one class. Funny enough, I had a friend then who was given to, casting out demons. He was a trained minister in that area, because me, I didn't know what to do. So I had to call him. I was like, this is what is happening in my school. Please come to my school. I need your help. I don't know what to do with what God is doing. And the long and short of it was, all the children gathered together. They received the life of Christ. They brought out their charms. The ones tied on their waist, tied on their legs. I took them to my house and I burnt them up. But the point I'm trying to communicate to you is that this thing I'm talking about is not just for the apostle. It's not just for the prophets. I'm not consecrated into any fivefold office. I'm just a believer that loves the Lord. Yeah. So if a believer that loves the Lord can carry such weight of glory, can carry such weight of God's presence, how much more you that is called into the office of the fivefold? How much more you that is called into the office of the music minister or minstrel? God can do more with you. God can do more with you. The point I'm trying to make is that as a music minister, the devil should not be comfortable under your ministration. It's an error. Demons should not be comfortable under your ministration. It doesn't matter whether you're singing, you're playing the guitar, you're playing the drums. If you are releasing sounds of Zion, demons should be checking out. They should not be comfortable in your atmosphere. Glory to Jesus.